Hello, everybody. I'm Coach Jay. I wanted to go down through social media comments and basically respond to them in video form and let you know how much I appreciate you for engaging with me. And I'm happy for all the people that don't take my posts or videos too personally, because a lot of the time I'm trying to get you to open your mind and I'm trying to get you to discuss, to come together and to use it as a space for support. So the little photo slash meme I posted was, if medicine worked, you wouldn't need to refill your prescription. Yes, I know. Super loaded, super provocative. And I had some golden comments. Golden comments. Let's see. One lady says, blood pressure meds, y'all please don't have a stroke, work, but a lifestyle change will take them away forever. If you know anything about blood pressure and how people are having various issues with high blood pressure, low blood pressure, you will see. Matter of fact, don't take my word for it. Look it up, see what it's about, see what people are experiencing, and then come back and then realize, hey, lifestyle, behavior, diet, how you go about things can have a huge impact, and it could take away all that need in the first place. Um, let's see what else. And then here's somebody, a helping post says, I love this so much. Please take them until you get your lifestyle in order so you won't need them. This post is dangerous. Yes, it is dangerous because I'm not encouraging people just to cold turkey. What I am encouraging people to do is to think about the choices that they're making in their life and to open their minds and to take some kind of action, not action that will hurt or harm you in any way, but action that will actually change your life. Oh, see, look, see, I like this type of conversation. One person said, in the same sentiment, if diet worked, you wouldn't need to continue to eat well. It's all about consistency. If your body gets infection or cancer, you treat it. Then you use herbs and diet mindfulness to prevent recurrence of the initiation of something new. Right. And so I get it. I get it 100%. But again, if you know who I am, what I'm about, I'm super holistic, and the prevention piece, where if you're living a lifestyle that prevents the need to get to this part, then you won't need to get to this part. And then if you have gotten to this part, well, just think about how you got here. Think about root cause and then deduce from there and backtrack and really realize, like, hey, it didn't just come out of the blue. Like, you got here some kind of way. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. So this was a long one, but I'm going to say the last part of it. It says, lastly, finding a cure for anything is very difficult because, like us, viruses and bacteria are evolving constantly. True. Um, I think, and I'm guilty for using, the cure language and the verbiage. We, again, have to think about root cause. How did it get here in the first place? Whatever you're experiencing, how did it get there in the first place? And when we are talking about cure, we have to think about this happening. It's natural as if it happens on its own, and we don't, as in, like, it just didn't happen like out of the blue. It didn't just happen just out of the air. Something had to be done, or some lifestyle had to be lived for it to get there in the first place. So good points, good points. I'm going to have to make a video on that, specifically cancer, and how cancer can be seen as natural, the happening of cancer, because from what we understand, or from what I understand, is it's the body protected itself. The downside is then the body protects itself a little bit too much, And then that's when problems start happening, when it starts to spread all throughout the body, and then people start getting afraid and stuff happens, and it's a whole thing. So I plan on making a video on that sometime soon. I got a couple of memes in the comments. And so we had a comment right here. It says, or you'd be dead. There's more than one way to look at a thing. And so I'm not 100% against medication. I think it's awesome how it is saving our lives, and how if you're in a jam, if you're in a bind, if you absolutely need it, it's there for you. That I vouch for. But what I don't vouch for is using this as a quick fix, and using this because you just want something gone immediately. Because keep in mind, either way, you're going to have to wait, medication or not, quick fix or not. Either way, you have to wait for symptoms to subside. It's just how you want to live throughout that process. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. Ooh. I'm just reading through these to see. Let's see. And so we had someone that said that they have asthma, so they need their inhalers. And see, asthma is a tricky one because, again, I'm planning on making a video for that one too. We have to think about how the asthma got there in the first place. We have to think about how these things got there in the first place. And a lot of people are going to say, well, I was just born this way. I just had bad lungs and stuff like that. How did it get there in the first place? That's what I'm encouraging people to think about. Ooh, this one right here. I had a snap for this one right here. Those diseases aren't in your DNA. They're in your dinner. This aligns perfectly with what I talk about each and every day, because a lot of the things that run in the family, yeah, they run in the family all right, and it's on the dinner plate. It's the behavior, it's the moods, it's the practices. So thank you for posting that. I wish people would not post anonymously. I wish they would show themselves, but I understand why. And so again, here's a comment right here. Sometimes even your DNA, sometimes they're in your DNA. Even depression can be passed down genetically. And so again, I want to make a video on this one day, is because just because it's in your DNA does not mean that it needs to be expressed by you. Does not mean that you need to activate it. Yeah, whole lot of. Let's see. Ooh, here's a good one. I like this one. I mean, medicine does work. Some medicine you don't have to refill, a lot you do. The biggest problem I have is that the prescriptions don't treat the root causes, only the symptoms. Then the prescriptions have side effects, and you get prescribed more meds to treat the side effects, on and on. Some medical problems are genetic or whatever. There's nothing that can be done, but the root cause is the only choice to forever treat the symptoms. However, many medical problems are not this way yet. Meds are still prescribed as if it were the cause. That's where the money's at. There's no choice anymore but to educate yourself. Look for college lectures online, Quizlets, medical classes. Use that language and plug it into AI. You'll get more legit results. You plug stuff into AI and you get it. You plug in a legit Latin jargon, medical jargon, learn what it means, which is true, which is very true. Start looking this up. Instead, when you see someone that has the attempt that I do, when you see them posting stuff, just like you should be doing with the products and foods that you should be eating, don't take their word for it. Look it up. Read it for yourself. You're going to become a professional in your health. So look it up, read about it, and then you'll understand where the person's coming from. And then you don't have to post hateful comments, or you don't have to post like weird comments on their stuff. You don't have to get upset with the person, because then you're going to see where they're coming from. And then you'll have a little background as to what they're posting about. Oh, and so here's a comment right here. This post is something simple. This is mainly just for dependence. If it worked, you wouldn't need to depend on it. Opioids are hardcore, highly addictive. If it heals, you wouldn't be seeing our people selling children. Yes, I went there to get a quick fix. The system is broken. Opioids could have added more context, but the truth behind how dark the industry is, it doesn't disappear. We've got people surviving today, not thriving today. And like I said, I wanted to elicit a lot of thought in this, because there are many people in this world that are perfectly fine, right? But they lean towards that medication that they may not need, and it's hurting them. Now, obviously, if you have an allergic reaction to something and your throat is closing up, I'm not talking about being holistic. Like, yes, you want to use your EpiPen and give yourself the shot, right? That's life or death. Like, I understand that. That right there is why technology and medicine are awesome, to save us from these situations. But everyday life dependence on these drugs, right? But then in that same faith that you have in the drugs, you bash health products, and you bash these other things, or people toot their nose up to other drugs and stuff like that. And I'm like, one is backed by a super big entity, and there's not a lot of research behind another, but you see it with your eyes, feel it with your body, feel it with your soul, like see what's going on here. Let's see. Oh, here we go. This one right here. Listen, the way this bipolar disorder kicks my ass, if I don't refill those meds, people I know will be holding me in loving memory, which is tough, which is very tough, because when we talk about imbalances and hormones in the head, like that's very tough. Some people feel like you need that as an intervention, right? But then some people, I may be one of those people, just like anything else, you get therapies, you get treatments. How did you figure out that something was wrong in this world? How did you figure out what was good and bad? You got training and you got treatment, and you treated yourself as like, okay, I'm learning. The world treated you as in you were learning, right? When you figure out right from wrong, then you go from there. It's a learning process, and you have to do the same thing with your brain. Your brain is a muscle. It needs exercise. It needs fuel, proper foods. Again, don't take my word for it, but look it up. Eating a certain way will influence your brain and the amount of hormones, or the lack thereof, that it will produce. Eating a certain way can influence the brain and the body. Exposing yourself to certain things can influence the brain. Your social contact around you can influence the brain. Like there's a lot that goes into it, and the body systems are connected, but it really goes down to these three things that I've been preaching since I started all of this: is taking care of your mind, making sure to move, and making sure to eat right. Those three pillars right there will make sure that you live a quality life. And I will never shut up about that, 100%. Ooh, this was a good one. Health literacy is so important. Reading is so important. Research is so important. Medicine works, but why take the medicine if you can prevent the condition / disease, infection, and illness? And again, like you know what? I'm going to end it on that, because that is a golden point. Like I said, you don't need to be dependent on these things. If you can go without, you should. Practice living your life and thriving to where it's allergy season, and well before the time of allergy season, you have exposed yourself to the elements. You're outside. You're breathing it all in, right? I've fallen victim to this myself. I'm a germaphobe, but I'm pretty sure if I spent time in these elements and I got out there and I didn't get so squeamish about making sure everything was disinfected, well, I'm building up my immune system. I'm helping the microbes in my system, right? Exposing yourself to just all types of literature and becoming a professional and becoming a advocate for yourself can help you so much. And I hope that you see that the more and more that you begin to explore with me, because again, this is life, and it's the only place that you have to live. And I am wanting to help you improve the quality of your life so much that, like I said in my previous videos, that your life will be so quality that when it's time for you to go, again, we don't have a choice over it, but when it's time for you to go, you will sit back and you will get your family ready for that time. You'll tell them like, hey, it's okay to miss me. Don't be sad, but I'm ready. I've lived a fulfilled life. And so that's what I am aiming to do each and every day, is to help you have a quality life so you can enjoy your life more, so you can take control of your life. I need to stop right here because I'm about to get fired up. But if you found this video helpful, if you want to discuss anything, please find me on social media, join my group, comment, whatever, ask me anything. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss, because we can get there. We can get there together. I appreciate you for watching. Have a good one.